which nutrition do you need for healthy hair, plus other tips to grow and maintain healthy hair. I've been getting a lot of questions and comments on my hair and what nutrition you need to have healthy hair, some other tips and tricks that you need to do to grow healthy hair. So I thought that I would address all of this in this video. This video is going to be in two parts. First, I'm going to talk about all things that aren't nutrition related that you can do for healthy hair, some tips and tricks that I use on my hair, and then I'm going to go into more the nutrition side of things and really focus on which foods and what things you need to be eating for healthy hair. Healthy practices that I do to have healthy hair. The first thing I do is that I use silk pillowcases and hair ties as much as possible, like the ones that are from Lily Silk. And thank you to Lily Silk for sponsoring this portion of the video. At Lily Silk, you can find all kinds of quality silk products like pajamas or blouses or bedding sets, and that's where you can find these pillowcases or hair ties. Everything is at a very affordable price, and they are all made from mulberry silk, which has many benefits. Silk is really beneficial for your hair because it lessens frizz and breakage. When you put your hair on a silk pillowcase, there is less friction than if you were to put it on cotton, so that really helps reduce the damage that you do to your hair while you roll around in your sleep on your pillow. Silk pillowcases will also help your hair and even your skin retain their moisture because not everything transfers over onto your pillow like it does with cotton. When it comes to hair ties, if you're getting regular hair ties, that can be pretty hard on your hair and they can really damage or break it. Silk hair ties are much more gentle, they reduce friction and breakage, and also I found that they don't leave as much of a dent in your hair if you were to do like a ponytail with a regular hair tie that leaves a dent, but silk hair ties don't. The hair ties, I got them in black and in 4 different sizes, which is great. Ranges from the really tiny one that's really easy to just keep on your wrist and it looks much better than other types of hair ties. And then you have different sizes for different hairstyles, different occasions, everything like that. And for the pillowcase, I got it in white, but they have a bunch of different colors as well. And now I'm actually tempted to go buy like my entire bedding of silk because it just looks and feels so comfortable. And I have been using silk pillowcases for a really long time because they are so beneficial for my hair. I have seen a difference whenever I don't sleep on my own pillow. I see a difference. I feel my hair is much more dry and there is more breakage. And aside from all these benefits for your hair, silk has other benefits. So for instance, it prevents wrinkles when you sleep because your face is going to glide over the pillow, over the silk pillowcase much easier than it would over a cotton pillowcase, and it's not going to cause as many wrinkles. It's also a natural temperature regulator and it absorbs moisture. And for me who has allergies, it's great because it's a natural mold and dust repellent, so that's also a big plus. And like I keep saying, it's super smooth and soft and so comfortable to sleep on, and it looks really good as well, which doesn't hurt. So basically you're getting benefits for your hair but also lots of other benefits, so there's really no reason not to try it out. And like I talked about earlier, Lily Silk doesn't only do pillowcases and hair ties, they also do lots of different clothing items. For instance, like the dress I'm wearing now is actually a silk dress that they sent me. It slips on and on so easily, it's super soft and breathable. It's also really lightweight, which is great during the summer. So make sure that you go check out Lily Silk. I will be leaving a discount code in the description. Dry your hair with a microfiber towel. I've been using microfiber towels for a while, and if I don't have any on hand, I just use a t-shirt because using regular towels can be really damaging for your hair and just really cause friction and breakage and just get rid of all the moisture that you just put in there. So I really suggest getting a microfiber towel, or again, just a t-shirt, but really you can get really cheap microfiber towels and just leave them. I just let my hair dry on that for like 30 minutes and then I'm good to go. Choose the right shampoos and conditioners. I really don't have any specific brands to recommend when it comes to hair products because I really like to switch it up often, but really you need to find a shampoo or a conditioner or both that don't have any sulfates, silicones, parabens, all of these things, and that aren't too harsh for your hair. And I also recommend not washing your hair too often. I only wash it twice a week And if you wash it every day, obviously you know you're stripping your hair of the natural sebum that it produces and the natural oils, and that's just not going to give it enough moisture, and it's going to get even oilier to compensate, and then it's going to be dry at the ends and oily at the scalp, and you know the cycle. So really try not to wash it too often. And I also always use a hair mask like every single time I wash my hair, and I leave that on for like 5 minutes, and I feel that whenever I don't do that, my hair is just terrible. Limit heat as much as possible. It's no secret that heat is bad for your hair. Everybody knows it now. So I really try not to use heat on my hair. I use it really rarely. I really think it's only a matter of getting used to it, because I have friends who used to straighten their hair every single day and they thought that they could never stop, and then they got used to not straightening it and now they wouldn't go back to straightening it. I know that if you're used to using heat on your hair every day, it can feel weird to have your natural hair, but it's really something that you need to learn to embrace, because your hair is going to start to look so much better if you really limit the heat that you put on it. If you must put heat on it, like sometimes I do, I use a heat protectant and I really put a lot in my hair and let that work before I straighten it and or curl it. And I also use a good quality ceramic straightener. And I really rarely blow dry my hair. Sometimes I will blow dry it for like 2 seconds just at my roots, because my hair takes forever to dry, but I can't remember the last time I actually fully blow dried my entire head of hair. And I also suggest trying out different ways to style your hair that don't involve heat. There's so many methods to curl your hair and even straighten. There are some methods to straighten your hair without heat. Maybe try one of these and see how you like it. Don't dye your hair too often. One thing I have never done yet, maybe that will change, is dye my hair. I know that this can damage my hair so much, and right now my hair is so long that I wouldn't want to like damage everything by dyeing it. So I just use like natural products. Like I use this shampoo that has kind of things that can activate the blonde highlights. I use that in the summer. It has like chamomile that can kind of activate the blonde, and also some lemon. And I also just use the sun. I naturally get much blonder in the sun, so I'm naturally really dark, much darker in the winter and then lighter in the summer. But really just dyeing your hair is really bad, especially if you're going lighter than your natural hair color. So if you dye your hair, maybe try to space out, maybe get highlights or something. That way it's like less maintenance and less harsh on your hair. And if you do dye your hair, obviously do it with good products, go to a professional, and try to also protect your hair as much as you can. Take good care of it after. Learn about your hair type and texture. Another thing I would recommend is learning about your hair type and your texture and following tips specific to your hair, because I try to give like general tips, but obviously if you have super fine hair or super coarse curly hair, then you may have to do specific things for your hair. There's so many products now that really adapt to different hair types. I think there's like even tests you can do to figure out which hair types you have or things like that. And really you can even get like custom products. I know certain brands, you can really customize your product for it to really match your hair type. So don't hesitate to do that. And also you need to cut your split ends. I hate cutting my hair, but I do it pretty often actually, because I just want to maintain my length and I don't want to get any split ends. And if you let your hair grow too long, then your split ends will just move up your hair, and it's just never good. Just cut it when it's damaged, just cut it. Also, don't smoke and protect your hair when you're out in the sun, because both of these things have been shown to negatively impact your hair. So these are all very important tips, but if you do all of them and you have an unhealthy and unbalanced diet, then none of it will be useful. Your diet and nutrition is really the most important thing you can do for healthy hair. I mean, obviously there's genetics, but you can't do much about that. Your hair cells grow really quickly and you have a lot of hair follicles to nourish, but obviously your hair isn't vital. It's not a vital organ. So if you're not getting proper diet and nutrition, then everything will go to the rest of your body, and your hair is kind of expandable. So it's not going to go there in priority. So basically, if you're not eating properly, the nutrient distribution won't view hair as its ultimate priority, and your hair will be the first thing to suffer. Now let's talk about the nutrition you need for healthy hair. Eat full, healthy meals. The first and most important thing you need to do to actually give your hair the nutrients that it needs to grow is to eat full, healthy, and balanced meals. A balanced meal provides all the nutrients you need without over-consuming calories, and you should be getting food from all the different food groups. So you should be getting enough carbs, enough protein, enough fats, and you should also be including plenty of whole foods and limiting processed foods. And if you don't feel like you know where to start with that, I have a video on how to create a healthy plate that you can check out here or in the description. Drink plenty of water. Water is essential to your entire body in order to maintain cell production, and if you're dehydrated, your body won't prefer and prioritize your hair over your vital organs to use the minimal water that you do give it. Your hair is also partly made up of water, so if you're not getting enough, then it can lack moisture and strength. And also your scalp, if you're not getting enough water, it can be dehydrated and you can get dandruff or itchiness or things like that. Eat enough protein. Your hair is essentially composed of a protein called keratin, so obviously protein is essential for hair growth. Your body needs these proteins to build your hair follicles, so make sure that you are getting at least 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight. So that's 0.45 grams of protein per pound. You can find protein in animal products such as chicken or beef or tuna, turkey, pork, eggs, but also in plant food like tofu or lentils, pinto beans, kidney beans, peanuts, quinoa, bulgur, corn. Eat tons of fruit and vegetables. They are the basis for hair growth because they contain so many vitamins and minerals and also antioxidants, which are very important for hair growth. Antioxidants can help fight the damage caused by free radicals, so for instance from the sun, and they can help fight premature aging. Also, vitamin C is essential to produce collagen, which is a very important part of hair structure, and you can find vitamin C in lots of fruit and vegetables, and especially oranges, kiwis, cantaloupe, grapefruit, strawberries, broccoli, bell pepper, etc. Eat foods rich in B vitamins. Remember the keratin I just talked about? Well, biotin, which is vitamin B7, is an essential vitamin to produce that protein. Other B vitamins are also very important because they help create blood cells, which then bring the necessary amount of nutrients to your entire body and your hair follicles. So they are also important for healthy hair. You can get B vitamins from many different foods, including whole grains, legumes, nuts and seeds, meat, fish, and dark leafy greens. Eat foods rich in vitamin A. All cells need vitamin A for growth, and this includes hair, which is a very fast-growing tissue. Vitamin A also helps your skin glands make sebum, and that helps keep your entire body, but also your hair moisturized and healthy. But an overdose of vitamin A can also contribute to hair loss, so make sure that you're not overdoing it as well. You can find vitamin A in meat or fish, or cheese or eggs, and you can find beta-carotene, which can be turned into vitamin A in foods like carrots, sweet potatoes, squash, leafy greens, peppers, mangoes, pink grapefruit, watermelon. What about supplements? Studies are mixed when it comes to the impact of supplements for hair growth. Basically, they kind of show that unless your diet is very deficient in certain nutrients, then supplements won't have much of an impact. Personally, I take supplements to boost hair growth during the winter, where I find that my hair really falls out. And even if my diet is still really healthy in the winter and I still get all of the nutrients, I do find that taking the supplements really helps. So, I mean, it's a case-by-case thing. It's really up to you to try it out. But be careful that you're not getting too much, because like I've talked about previously, too much of anything can be negative, and sometimes you're taking a bunch of different supplements and you actually have a bunch of the same nutrients that are found in like several different things of supplements that you're taking, so they can really add up and you can be really overdosing on that. But again, there's no need in buying a ton of supplements when you can just focus on your diet first and be getting all of those nutrients from your diet. So in short, your diet is the most important component when it comes to having healthy hair, aside from genetics, of course, that you can't do much about. So make sure that you're eating full, healthy, balanced meals, that you're getting in plenty of fruit and vegetables, that you're getting in healthy amounts of protein, that you're getting enough A and B vitamins, and that you're drinking enough water. There's also other things that you can do for hair care, such as using silk products for your hair, not washing your hair too often or with harsh products, and being in general really gentle with your hair and avoiding any type of heat or dyes or anything that can be detrimental to it. So hopefully this video was helpful. Thank you again to Lily Silk for sponsoring this video, and don't hesitate to check them out. I will be leaving the links in the description. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like it and subscribe, and see you on my next one. Bye!